you're actually making a profound structural point about electoral participation. Okay? When you fix now the issue here, and I want to be very straightforward in saying this. I know people are going to slate me for what I'm about to say, but I'll be responsible if I do not say that. I'm above the average life expectancy of a male Nigerian. So I'm in borrowed time. Okay? Now, what was the issue that led to fixing elections on 16th of January? That Ramadan next year is going to, that if you did it in February, Ramadan will fall in the month of Ramadan, right? Now, Ramadan next year is likely to be 7th or 8th, beginning about 7th or 8th of February, in all likelihood, if you go and read your numbers. Between 16th of January and the end of the beginning of the second week of February, you've got 3 weeks. Now, if you move the onset of elections to the end of January, it's a significant difference from the middle of January. In this country, as it is today, if you fix elections in 16th of January, you're telling Igbos who go from where they live, you must not come back. Because if you do, you're in trouble. You're making a fundamental structural point about ethnic participation in the voting. And as I said, people are going to slate me for what I've just said. But what you're telling, because you see, if you are an Igbo person living in, say, Kano, or living in Kaduna, or living in Mayobelwa, or living in Lagos, and you go home for Christmas, correct? Or New Year, and you start traveling back on the 11th, register to vote in those places, to vote on the 16th, you're stupid.
Economically?
No. You're playing with your life. It's not like an economic thing. It is, and this takes us back to where we started in this interview, quite interestingly. This takes us back to the question of belonging and state legitimacy and the construction of a Nigerian identity, a country in which everybody belongs and in which everybody can count.
But it's not the only Igbo person that traveled during Christmas.
No, I'm sorry. There is a peculiar transhumance of Igbos, just as there is a peculiar transhumance of cattle rearers during the Catholic Great Season. All right? Now, and it's the same thing. So what you're saying is this. The Igbos who are registered to vote where they are living, all of them will go home for Christmas and New Year. None of them will return until after the elections in February. That's one. Two, if you have Northerners in particular, from particularly Northeast and Northwest, in all of the places, most places in the South, most of them will go home ahead of Christmas and New Year. They will not return until February. That says something about our approach to nation building.